Welcome back. I'm so glad to see you again, and thanks for being here with me today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Bob Nesbitt, and this is part 6, which is the end of this breathwork series for whole wellness. And today I'll be providing some insights to gain from the body and nervous system. Then a brief check-in on how you did with the exercises from last time in part 5 of this series. An assessment and finishing up with a mini breathwork exercise, as our breathwork is the cornerstone of neural rewiring and a foundational component of the neurosculpting process. All right, so I know many of you look forward to this. So now let's shake out some stress of the day with some dance. Today, I selected the song that came out in 2020 during the time of the thing that has no name. And this song is called Dynamite, which is from BTS, Baker, Tom, Sally. So let me cue up this dance party. When I'm walking home, jump off to the top of the phone. Tell me when I'm walking home, jump off to the top of the phone. Tell me so sweet. Let's rock and roll. Think out, hit the drum like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Think I'm coming on my phone, make me and my ping pong. All right. So I really like these lyrics on this song because I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire and set the night alight. And so for me, in my little corner of the world here, I'm going to light it up like dynamite. I really like that. All right, let's get settled in here. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position, palms up, resting on your knees. Close down the eyes if that feels comfortable for you to do. Take a deep inhale through the nose, filling your belly, followed by a deep exhale, relaxing the shoulders and down through the back, thus allowing your presence to arrive in the here and now, and just breathe normally. Now let's quickly rub our hands and palms together to create heat and energy. And as you do this, you activate both hemispheres of the brain, the creative and the critical. So you'll stop and bring your hands together at heart center, thumbs into the chest, elbows out to the side, allowing the creative and critical to become one. And just sit with this while being grateful that your basic needs in this moment are being met. Today, I'll be sharing with you some exercises around breathwork for gaining insights from the body and nervous system. Please seek guidance from your primary care physician if in doubt before proceeding. In parts 1 through 4 of this series, I presented 11 basic fundamentals about breathwork and its relationship with the nervous system. So check out those videos if you haven't done so already. All right, so moving on, as a reminder and review from last time, in part 5 of this series, was the exhale and count from 1 to 10 test to help assess diaphragmatic and CO2 tolerance and diaphragm strengthening. How many complete rounds of 1 through 10 did you get? What came up for you? What was your takeaway from that assessment? Let me know in the comments. Now we'll move into the next part, which is assessment number 6, called 3 inhales with sighing, which can help gain insights from the body and nervous system. This last assessment is one of my favorites and is completely different than the first 5 assessments. Are you ready for this last assessment? All right, great. So I'm going to explain what we're going to do, and when we're done with the exercise, we'll discuss more about it. So for this one, you're going to take 3 nice, deep, relaxed diaphragmatic inhales. And after each inhale, the exhale is going to be in the form of a nice, relaxed sigh, like this. A relaxed sigh, not a sigh of disgust. The two are very different, like when you're aggravated. I'm taking like a sigh that you would have when you sit down on the beach, overlooking a beautiful sunset over the ocean. Or maybe you arrived at your vacation spot after a long drive, and now you can finally relax. So a sigh of completion and release, not one of frustration. No timer needed right now for this portion, which that comes later with the tool I'll share with you. Now you're going to take 3 nice deep breaths in, followed by each of them is going to be a nice relaxed sigh of relief, relaxation, letting go through the mouth. Those 3 sighs like this. And you can make noise or they can be silent, whatever feels right for you, but I don't want it to be contrived. And then when you're done, I want you to pause and reflect on what comes up into your awareness after that. In other words, what feelings, sensations, and or insights come up for you after doing the 3 sighs exercise? Because this is a great way to get messages from the body and nervous system about what is needed most right now. So you might even notice something physically. I don't know what you're going to notice. You might have a belief or an image might pop into your head, or it might be an insight of, holy moly, I have been pushing way beyond my capacity and I gotta chill out, man, like soon. So literally this exercise is just the way to kind of tap in and see what the nervous system has to say. So you really have to open up to any insights or awarenesses that come into your current experience. So you breathe in, sigh, breathe in, sigh, breathe in, sigh, all with a sigh of relief, not frustration. And then sit with it for a few moments and see what pops into your awareness. What you notice. You might notice something physically, or you might notice something emotionally. Maybe an insight might come into your awareness. That's all I want you to do. I don't want you to try and force anything. I just want you to sit with it and notice what comes up. You can make a note of it and journal on it later, as journaling is beneficial to do. Now, I'll put up my timer and give you about a minute or so, and don't overthink this, okay? Are you ready? So let me get my timer going here. All right, so on 3. 1, 2, 3, go. I'll give it about 60 seconds. The timer actually here is more for me to know when 60 seconds goes by to give you all some time. So you don't really need a timer for this, obviously, when you're doing it on your own. All right, we're almost at 40 seconds. I'll give it a minute, give you guys some time. But again, I don't want you to overthink it. So I don't want to give you too much time either. Don't overthink this. Okay, here we go. All right, how'd you all do? So to kick off this discussion, I'll share with you what insights come up for me. And it's this insight of that I still have many layers of perfectionism and workaholism to shed. So if not much comes up, don't worry about it. With practice and focused attention, things will come up over time, and just keep at it. Also, I have a tool that I'll share in a minute for you to implement to use throughout your day. So in summary, you'll take 3 relaxed inhales, and in between each exhale with a relaxed sigh of release and not one of frustration. Then take note of what insights come up for you. Maybe it's a belief, an image, a thought, stress, or maybe the need of rest or sleep. And then journal on that. So let me know what you think in the comments. So again, this is the last assessment and final video. I hope you found value in this breathwork series and that you integrate them into your life and that you enjoyed this series as much as I had fun presenting it. I'll end this video with a tool that you can begin to implement throughout your day and practice during the week. Today's tool is called Cyclical Sighing Tool that you can use throughout your day. Simple as that. This tool is a bit different from the assessment because we'll vary depth, rate, and the sigh rather than being consistent. And this is a daily practice of 3 to 5 minutes of focused cyclical sighing, just like what it's called, cyclical sighing, where you vary the depth and rate of your breath, as well as the types of sighs. So you'll take deep breaths, then maybe not so deep breaths, slow breaths, maybe faster breaths, but also gentle sighs along with intense ones, silent sighs or loud sighs. Something like this, a low one, right? Like, ah, versus a louder one, ah. We want to entrain the nervous system for flexibility. The tool isn't prescriptive with a set of instructions. It's more intuitive and based more on dropping into the body and letting your body dictate. Does it want deep, shallow, gentler, big sighs, small sighs, or even a silent sigh? There is no right or wrong. It's all about chilling out, listening and tuning into your body, calming the nervous system, and providing safety. So just let yourself express in a way your body wants to express, but it's always going to be a varied inhale of some kind, followed by a sigh. You're going to set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes, and while you do this, you're going to imagine your healthiest, most resilient, and relaxed self. And if it helps, imagine yourself in your favorite relaxed location. That could be on a tropical beach or whatever comes up for you. Everyone's going to have a different preference, but it needs to be 3 to 5 minutes. And this is a great way to calm the nervous system and provide a sense of safety. This is neuroplasticity at work because it's showing your nervous system what it feels like to be relaxed, to be safe, and training it to a new pattern. And then if you can couple that by visualizing your healthiest, most resilient self in a beautiful location, you're now creating this dynamic healing opportunity for the nervous system to be like, oh yeah, I now remember what it means to be relaxed, to feel good, and to complete something. Like it feels good just to let go. Then after you get into a groove of doing this for 3 to 5 minutes a day, the next step will be sprinkle it throughout your day in 30 to 60 second increments during your busy day. So let's say you're working, and you notice you're kind of stressing or you're getting in your head. Now take 30 to 60 seconds, inhale and sigh, right? So, and do some cyclical sighing as a way to kind of reset that nervous system. provide a sense of safety, and calm the whole body down. This is really, really important for those highly driven perfectionists, overanalyzers in their head people, much like myself, or workaholics who push, which is a big reason why we all get sick in the first place, right? So we got to undo that programming. All of these assessments and tools are helping you to do that. These are powerful bottom-up strategies. Now, in summary, use the cyclical sighing tool daily in a focused practice of 3 to 5 minutes while varying the intake and the sigh, like loud, silent, and low. Then sprinkle this throughout the day in 30 to 60-second intervals. So in wrapping up, once again, the best part of this is that our breath is always with us, right? And it's free. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, this practice is your commitment to your self-love. Feel grateful for that. So at this point, I will lead us into a tuning out. When you're ready, rub your palms quickly together, creating that heat and energy once more. Now bring your thumbs into the heart, elbows out to the side, and reconnecting with that love that is already inside of you. Being grateful for the practice that is leading you back home to the self. And we will close the practice today with 3 sat nams, a longer sat and a shorter nam. Take a cleansing breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale to begin. Sat is truth. Nam is essence. Truth is your essence. Sat Nam. And when you're ready, come back into the space. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today, because this is now your practice, right? I'm grateful for you joining me today. Please feel free to comment. I would love to hear what your takeaway is from this presentation. And part 6 is a wrap. And it's the final video in this breathwork series for whole wellness. Until next time, much love, light, and joy to you all.